Hi, I'm Angela Pifer, creator of the Clean and Lean Revolution. Here's your question today. True or false? I don't need to take a supplement because my food supply is already fortified with plenty of vitamins and minerals. I've heard it stated by very mainstream dietitians that we don't need to take a supplement because our food supply is already supplemented. I mean, really, when we have a product like Total Cereal, do we need to think past this product about the nutrients we may or may not be getting? Right there on the box it says Total Nutrition. One serving offers you 100% of the recommended daily allowances for all the vitamins and minerals. Basically, Total Cereal is a cornflake that has a synthetic multivitamin sprayed on it. Does this equate to me getting total nutrition for my day? This example is played out in most of the food products that we consume. Our grains are processed to the point that nutrients are stripped away, and then synthetic vitamins and minerals are added back in. Milk doesn't naturally have vitamin D in it. Powdered vitamin D is literally shoveled into a milk vat and mixed in. Neural tube defects in newborn infants became a big enough concern that a law was passed to mandate fortification of folate into prenatal vitamins, multivitamins, and our grain and bread supply. Folate is sourced through leafy green foliage in our diet. Is it a good idea to shift the idea away from getting plenty of vegetables and leafy greens into a false sense of thinking that you're consuming the RDA of folate with a product that doesn't originally contain folate, like white bread? The fortification of folate into our food supply and direct-to-consumer prenatal vitamins and multivitamins is done with folic acid. This is the synthetic version of folate, and it does not replace folate, which is the true bioactive form of the nutrient in foliage like dark leafy greens. In fact, the synthetic form, folic acid, is seen by many in the functional medicine community as a toxic nutrient. Think also how this might affect the consumer at the point of sale. Since manufacturers are entitled to make health claims about the fortified nutrients in their products, this leads to increased consumption of fatty, sugary, or salty fortified products. Breakfast cereals are a prime example of this. A product that is full of overly processed grain and virtually void of nutrients is now a health food because it has a synthetic vitamin sprayed on it and offers total nutrition. We're consuming too many calories and too little nutrients. Supplements are not going to make up for this nutrient loss, let alone a synthetic supplement that we don't assimilate and utilize. Can any supplement make up for a nutrient lacking in the diet? No, and I'm not insinuating that it can. For example, vitamin C is found in red peppers, papaya, strawberries, broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, kiwi, cantaloupe, tomato, sunflower seeds, peanuts, apricots, potatoes, just to name a few. Can I then give you 250 milligram tablet of ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, and call it good? I've just offered you 100% of the recommended RDA for vitamin C. Is this total nutrition? If you're low in vitamin C, you're also low in thousands of associating phytonutrients and bioactive compounds that are found in all those healthy foods that contain vitamin C. And really, this is my point. A supplement is not going to make up for a missing whole food source of nutrient. And a synthetic supplement is going to give you a false sense that this nutrient is satisfied in your diet, and really they do more harm than good. The answer to today's question is false. You can't rely on a fortified food supply to supply you with all the nutrients you need to be in optimal health. First and foremost, a focus on a good variety of healthy foods is a must. I prefer to start here and focus on optimizing digestion, so the foods that you're eating are being absorbed, assimilated, and having a positive effect on your health. Here are a few further reasons why supplementing with bioactive supplements and not relying on the food industry to supply you with plenty of synthetic supplements is a good idea. First is soil depletion. While advancements in agriculture have created super crops that withstand extreme weather and produce a higher yield, these crops have become more and more nutrient depleted. Monocropping, where the same crop is grown over and over again in the same field, it's exhausting the land nutrients. And it makes sense, doesn't it? Fertilizers add in NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. But the soil needs 52 nutrients to grow a nutritionally balanced food. And we all know that crops are supposed to be rotated. When the soil is deficient in nutrients, the plants are weak and now susceptible to bugs. These crops use an enormous amount of pesticides to survive the season. We're eating nutrient-deficient toxic food. So how can we expect our bodies to be healthy when we're eating nutrient-deficient toxic food with synthetic vitamins added to it? The other reason is toxin exposure. Your body needs specific nutrients to support the phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification pathways. When more toxins are present, the more we need nutrients to support the body. So yes, first you want to remove and minimize your exposure to toxins, but in reality, this isn't entirely possible. We are being exposed to thousands of toxins each day, and even if we're being mindful, they are in everything from the air we breathe, the furniture we sit on, and the water we drink. Toxins don't only come from outside sources. Internal stress markers and toxins are created by an overactive mind. The demands at work and lack of sleep. The majority of Americans are in a chronic stress state, and this stress burden increases the nutrient needs of the body. Now, I'll also say here that good supplements are less expensive than having a chronic disease. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not stating that supplement is a cure-all. If you've listened to my blog videos and participated in the Clean and Lean Revolution system, you know firsthand just how much I emphasize healthy habits. First, get enough sleep. Second, eat a variety of whole foods and optimize digestion so you gain access to the most nutrients from these foods. Next, further support the body with supplements as you add in yoga, walking, effective exercise, and work on your emotional balance. All these steps and work together will stave off chronic disease. So when I say that a good supplement is less expensive than a chronic disease, what I mean is that when you optimize your nutrient status while at the same time practicing healthy habits, you'll have a greatly reduced chance of getting a chronic disease, and that will be a lot less expensive. The other reason is that food allergies and sensitivities are on the rise. The inflammation that is created around the rising prevalence of these immune responses increases your need for more nutrients. Eating typical American foods that have been enriched or fortified with synthetic vitamins also increases your need for bioactive nutrients. Your body needs to process these synthetic compounds, and it does so in many ways like it does added toxins. We simply cannot take a large amount of synthetic B vitamins and think this is supporting the body. It isn't. Consumer-grade supplements are represented by products that you can find on the supermarket and drug shelves, such as Centrum, One A Day, and Nature's Way. These supplements aren't sold for optimal health. They're sold for optimal profit. Hence, their quality is inherently low. Consider these the processed food of the supplement world. They're made from the cheapest, least efficient components to maximize profit. The vitamins and minerals are often in the synthetic form. This is the cheaper to manufacture, and they often have a longer shelf life. To mask oxidation, spoilage, odor, and discoloration come into all supplements. Their manufacturers use artificial colorings, preservatives, and glazes. Instead of wasting money on these supplements, seek out pharmaceutical-grade supplements through a licensed healthcare provider. Soil and water depletion, food and environmental toxins, poor absorption, pesticides, and lack of a good variety of healthy foods can all cause nutrient deficiencies. The idea that you can get all your nutrients from food is fine in theory, but virtually impossible in practice.